What's going on, y'all? Eric Cline with another episode of Dropping You Gems. Now, this is what I want to do. A lot of you are just getting started, and I know where you're at. What I want to do is show you how to get your first deal, very first deal, with zero marketing dollars, leveraging Zillow, direct to seller, but you're going to have to put some work in. This is what I'm going to tell you. This concept right here, 100% of the time works if you work it. It's a 100 offer challenge in 30 days or less. So what we're going to do, and this can work in any market. Do not think there's a market this does not work for. What I did right before we started hitting action on the camera, I just simply pulled up an area and I was like, let's go to Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's see what we can do there. It was that simple. So what I do, and this is what I want you to do real quick, grab a pen and a paper because you're absolutely going to want to jot some stuff down. I'm going to give you the criteria on how you leverage Zillow to go direct to a seller. No agents involved, no commissions involved. You literally are taking Zillow, the platform, because really all Zillow is a lead generation company. They collect a ton of data, and I'm going to show you how to leverage a couple buttons on here to filter out all the stuff we don't want and go direct to seller. Here's the crazy thing. We literally can pull homes that a homeowner has listed that are sitting there for 6 months or more. Think about that for a second. You have a homeowner, they're like, I don't want to leverage an agent. Maybe something's going on in their life where they don't want them in the house. Whatever the case may be, they've taken it upon themselves to say, I'm going to sell this house by myself. And if you've never sold a house, you've never had walkthroughs, you've never done open houses, you don't know how to stage it, chances are that property is going to sit there for a little while. What we're going to do is we're going to capitalize on a couple buttons that Zillow gave us access to. We're going to filter it out, and we're going to look in Cincinnati, Ohio. Again, you can do this anywhere. If you're in Alabama, if you're in Texas, if you're in Arizona, if you're in Colorado, Washington, it does not matter. All states. Zillow, leverage these buttons. We're going to go direct to seller, and then I'm going to give you the formula that if you do this, you will get this result, okay? Now, on Zillow, this is what we're going to do. I got 2 tabs. So we have right here, for sale by owner, Cincinnati, Ohio. What I do is you simply click this button right here and you go to for sale by owner, okay? You're going to click that right there. And it's under, you'll see on Zillow, you have buy, rent, sell, home loans, find an agent. Well, we didn't want find an agent. So I'm going to go back. Let's go here. Click on for sale by owner. Now this is Cincinnati, Ohio. Then what I'm going to do, you go over here and you click on more. You have for sale, you have price, beds, bath, home type, and then more. Click on more, there's going to be a drop-down box. All you do is scroll down and you're going to put days on Zillow. We're going to go 6 months. So these have been, and then you want to hit apply. These have been sitting here for 6 months or more. Now the homeowner is starting to do this. What am I not doing right? Do I have it listed too high? Is the condition of the property not good? Why is my house been sitting here for 6 months? Here's the crazy part, is we already have free leads. Free. That literally took me maybe 30 seconds. Now you have at your disposal 121 results. Here's even the crazier thing. Dude, you scroll in. Literally, I click on one of them right here. 106. It's going to show me this house, right? I click on it. A lot of you don't have money to buy leads. You don't have money for skip tracing. Skip tracing is where you get the number to the homeowner. But guess what? Listed by property owner, we already have the number. They literally give us their phone number. Now, how do you make the offers? Your average month, I did 28 days, okay? So every month we're gonna have on average 28 days. 28 days, that means you're gonna have to make 3.5 offers per day. Per day, Monday through Sunday. But if you want to take this serious, your average deal size, $15,000 to $20,000. Is it worth your time to make 3.5 offers a day? And you're like, Eric, what do you mean by 3.5? I literally took 100 divided by 28, gives me 3.5. If you want to say majority of the month you make 3 and there's a couple days out of that month you got to make 4 offers, that's how you do your offers, okay? But you want to take your calendar, get a calendar, and put exactly how many offers you need to make each day. And then after you make your offers that day, cross it out. Then what you want to do is take the address, the homeowner name, and the phone number, and you want to make a spreadsheet of all the leads you've accumulated, because you're going to have 121 leads. Some of them may answer on the first call. Some of them may not. Some of them you might have to call back after you have a conversation with them but didn't get to an offer. So you want to track all of your leads with notes on a spreadsheet. So if you do 3.5 offers a day for 28 days straight, and you actually make 100 offers, I promise you, you will wind up getting a deal. The hard work will never go unnoticed. For those of you that do not get to 100 offers, there is a really, really good chance you did not do the work. The challenge you were not up to. But for a lot of you, I know you're sick of your situation. I know you hear about all these deals being closed in the wholesale industry, and you want a crack at it, right? Well, this is your chance to do it with $0 out of pocket. Now, what I want to talk to you about is just an example. Don't get worried about the underwriting. Don't get worried about analyzing a deal. Don't have that where you get stuck because your numbers, are my numbers right? The numbers can't be wrong if you just simply follow this formula, okay? Now here's the example. Let's say we pull a house up on Zillow for sale by owner, and it's a listed price of $200,000, okay? It's listed for 200 grand. You want to take that number and you want to divide it by 65%. So you take 200 grand and you divide it by 65%. Okay? Now, that number is going to give you, let's do the math here real quick. Give me 2 seconds. We take 200 divided by 65%. It's going to put you at 130. Okay, 130. That's this number. Now, 130 only puts $20,000 in a deal. And you better believe this. When you make your first offer, they're always going to negotiate your offer. So you want to anchor lower to where we can end with a deal size of 20 grand. Because if you start with only 20,000, because 65% of 200 grand is 130. We can assign this to an investor at 150 because we can assign it at 75%. Rule of thumb. Now, if you start at 130, they're going to negotiate you probably to 140. So if we start at 110 and then we work our way and negotiate our way to 130, because 110 actually puts $40,000 in the deal. $40,000. But we all know your first offer should get rejected. Then you negotiate to a number both of you are willing to settle on, right? So we start at 110. We negotiate our way to 130, knowing we can assign it at 150. We can assign it to a buyer. These are our offers. right? So you take your list price, you divide that by 65%, so you take 200 grand times 0.65 is going to give you that number. And then we know we can assign it. We can assign it at 75%. Okay? This is the easiest way to your first deal. Now, it's going to take a ton of work. It's going to take you picking up the phone. It's going to take you clicking on all these little red buttons, which all these red buttons, all these red dots, all those are is dollar signs. It's a dollar sign of a motivated seller saying, my property's been sitting there for 6 months and I do not know what to do. So you click on that. Like right now, this is here, let's go to this one, 170,000. Boom, click it. You're gonna click this button. We're gonna go here and we're gonna call 513, blah, 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 blah. That's what you're gonna do. I don't want to say the number out loud, even though you can see it right there. There's a free lead. Go ahead and call that lead right there. But anyways, that's how you do this. And then it's going to show you the history of the property, what they're selling it for. That is how you get free leads, motivated sellers, pick up the phone, make the dial, use the formula right here. And I promise you, in 30 days or less, 3.5 offers a day, 28 days in a month, if you stick to this formula, you will absolutely get your first deal. Hey, what's going on? I want to congratulate you for making it to the end. What does that mean? You're in the 1% club. No one else stuck around. You did. What I want you to do is subscribe. More importantly, comment below. That way I know exactly who you are and we can get to know one another. Every single week, by you turning your notifications on, you're not going to miss the sales training that's going to keep you in this 1% club. Comment below, subscribe. I'm going to see you in the next video. Let's continue to refuse to lose.